Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ashiki. So today I'm going to explain about the coding. So here we have the superclass. So we compile. There is no error here. So first for the here we use public abstract class library, and then this is the declaration. So we use protected for name, ID, email, and phone number. But for the gender we use public. And then we have name, ID, email, gender, and phone number for class library. So here is the constructor. We use normal constructor. And then this is the mutator. And then this is the assessor. For the display public void display member details method, we display the name, ID, email, gender, and phone number. So here we have public abstract boolean get member details and public abstract double calculate find book. So here public to string to string, we return the name, ID, email, gender, and phone number. Next, student, we compile. There is no error here. So here we use input java.util.star, and then we use public class student extends library. And then this is the declaration where we use private for postcode, part, and member details. So here, this is the normal constructor that we use, and then we have super name, ID, email, gender, phone number, because it depends on library. So we use super. And then this is the accessor, which means we return postcode, part, and member details. And then this is the mutator. Also, we use super because we depends on library. And then for the calculate find book method, we return the calculate find book. And for the public string to string here, we return the postcode, part, and member details. Next, librarian. We compile. There's no error here. So we use public class librarian extend library, and then we use protected for shift and member details. This is the constructor. We use super. We also should use super for number, for name, ID, email, gender, and phone number. And then this is the assessor, and then this is the mutator. Also here public double calculate find book method, we return the calculate find book. So to string method, we return the shift and member details, and also the calculate find book. Last, for the test library class, we compile, there's no error. And then we have input java.util.star and input java.io.star. So here we have public class test library, and we also have public static workman string args throw file not found exception. So this is the file the file for library.txt and output.txt. And this also the declaration for test library class. So while in data equal to br red line not equal to now. So here is the condition where we use string tokenizer st equal to new string tokenizer in data. So this is the declaration, and then this is the condition for gender. If the participant is input the F, so they will display the hello miss name, and then if the participant enter M, so they will display hello Mr. Next, we also use choice integer pass in st.next token. So here for the condition, if the participant choose 1, so they will display the name, the student attribute like name, ID, email, gender, phone number, postcode, part, and member details. And then this is the declaration for the student. Else if the participant choose 2, so this is the declaration, and then the output will display the librarian input like name, ID, email, gender, phone number, shift, and member details. So here we also have if else condition for member. If the librarian is member, so they will output the true. But if non-member, so the output will false. And then for the float average, we also will find the average. So the declaration we use is float. And then first, for the system, the outdoor print line enter the bill of the book, which means the student or the librarian need to enter the book, like for example, like 6, 7, or 5. Alright. Next, system the outdoor print line enter how many books you borrow each of which. So this means the student will enter how many books that they read or they borrow. Depends on what they enter for the first time here. Example, if the student or librarian enter 7, so the student need to input the seven input here. But if the student or librarian put 5, so the student also need to insert 5 input. And then here to find the average, we display the average of the average here. So this is the declaration, and then we display the average value. So that's all for me for the coding explanation. Thank you.